Righty. Last day that I haven't been playing much of this anyway, but last day of World Tournament for me to get to whatever 23 million or 30 million or whatever that minimum number is for this here. And again, I stream because I want you guys to entertain me as much as hopefully I get to entertain you guys. But what's up, everyone? And yeah, last day of World Tournament here. Where are you guys all at? I literally started this yesterday and didn't really pick it up again after a little bit, I guess, after I got done streaming. And so getting to that point of, again, 23 million or whatever that number is. So shoutouts to the notification squad for jumping on in. And again, there could be a moment within the next half an hour, 45 minutes or so that might cut the stream short. But right now, it seems like we're just going to go probably for an hour or so. You're near 200 million. More power to you, brother. I absolutely could not do something like that. I don't even know how. Top 500. That's I guess this go around is a little bit easier to accomplish that, because really not too many people are participating in World Tournament to that high a level. But hey, congrats, man. That's it's pretty amazing. I would think 200 million would be like top 100. I don't know how how long did Ningen stream for? I do about an hour, 3 hours max, but typically an hour is like my sweet spot. 2 hours if I'm like playing Diablo or something like that. When it comes to Dokkan, it's about an hour. Or if I'm like summoning 10,000 Dragonstones or something. Doesn't want the title for top 500. Gotcha. I'm currently binge watching OG Dragon Ball. Nice. OG Dragon Ball or OG Dragon Ball Z? Top 100 is 400 million and up right now. Really? That seems high. Yeah, what's your opinion? I have 1500 Dragonstones. Should I go anniversary banner? I have all the units on each banner except for GT and Z, of course. Well, you should absolutely give it a shot. Well, I guess my other question is, do you have everybody rainbowed? But yeah, you should generally not chase after a unit if you only need one copy. The biggest issue with the anniversary units, though, the anniversary units are very, very OP, and you're going to have discounts and things of nature. So I would recommend you do, I guess it's going to be a majority of your Dragonstones, 1900 or 900 Dragonstones. You're going to do 450 Dragonstones, buy 3 get 1 free, so 3 rotations. And I think that would be your your best try, I guess. You'll still have 600 Dragonstones left over, but remember, you'll get about 900 to 1,000 Dragonstones during the year anniversary, so you should probably get back to about 1,500 or even more by the time Worldwide Download Celebration. Tanabata you have to worry about for a while. So yes, very excited for the Super Saiyan 4 Goku, but I think the Worldwide Download Celebration will be the best units in the game. So he does like 3+ hours. Can't watch it all though. Yeah, you know what? Hey, back in the day when I had the free time, I could do 3+ hours, but that was when I was younger and when I have a lot less responsibilities. So, but again, more power to him for doing it. But again, he's now on his route to wanting to be a content creator. Definitely should be on stream or on Twitch, streaming it. Might even want to stream on Kick or some of these newer platforms that are out there, so he can gain a different audience. But again, more power to him, man. I often say though, Dokkan's probably not the one that you wanna base a career off of. OGDB with Kikovi, nice. I haven't watched OG Dragon Ball in years, so is it worth to pull the AGL Carnival Goku? Yes, very much so. Now here's the thing: if you already have World Tournament Goku, right, and even we got the same name, you're able to do that, things of that nature, but his value isn't as high as it was before. So when it was, we didn't know we had a World Tournament Goku base form, right? That Carnival Goku is, S tier, quite amazing. So yes, I think it's worth it, but I understand your trepidation. Alright, W stream up, keep up the hard work. Well, it's not really work, Bale, right? So it's just me. Again, when I stream, it's generally for my entertainment as much or maybe more so than your entertainment, due to the fact that just doing World Tournament like this would just drive me crazy. It would be boring out of my mind. So not hard work for sure, but I appreciate the W though. So I'm on Demon King Piccolo arc right now. Nice. So close to the end. I have another problem too on the GT banner. All the units is 79%. Well, 79% is fine. So you still have room for growth to get these units rainbowed, Christian. So I think there's going to be some value. I think 450 on each of the banners is well worth it, because not only that you're going to get buy 3 going free, but you got the anniversary tickets. So you'll have your chance to use those up. And again, you should get about another 900,000 Dragon Stones on there. The thing is, if you get lucky, right? If you get lucky and actually get those units before 450 Dragon Stones, like extremely lucky, then you can save up more for Worldwide. I think Worldwide is going to be the best units in the game. Jaeger in the house. What's going down, man? I did pull the 23rd, the 23rd World Tournament units. Okay. Yeah, the value of that unit has gone down a little bit, but it's still a top tier unit. So, do you think LR Baby leader skill will be artificial life form 200%? If we get them right, there's not a guarantee that we're going to be getting an LR Baby. And artificial life forms isn't that big. Well, 200% leads aren't that big of a category. Which, so what's how large is artificial life form? Yeah, not very big at all. You got the gammas on there, so that makes the team a lot better overall. But yeah, there's no guarantee that we're gonna get LR Baby. Could be freaking Majub, man. You never know. Kind of have a in between Majub in this unit in Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I fall off it, and I say it constantly. The only consistency that Dokkan has, it is being inconsistent. I want to see Majin Buu Saga for Universal Survivor Saga. Universal Survivor Saga is absolutely an option. I think Goku Black Saga is a lot of people's preference. There's a lot of options, right? Worldwide Celebration, there is a lot of options. I definitely don't want to see Majin Buu Saga Worldwide Celebration, since we've already had one, but they absolutely could do that. I think Easy A Baby will be 170. That won't be the case because Easy A Baby is already he is 130%, which we know that that jumps up to 150%. So all 130% LRs will only Easy A to 150%. Just visiting in Mississippi, trying to not grind World Tournament anymore. Where are you at, Mark? Are you doing the minimum? Are you doing medium? Are you going for it all? I'm doing the minimum. I think I need to do like, I don't know, 4 more wins, 5 more wins, 5 more wins. I think. Let me look. Where am I at right now? I am at, how many points am I at? Oh, I'm already up here. 23 million? Already? 27 wins? Oh. I didn't even know. That's how brain dead you become when you do it. I'll go 30 wins. I need 3 more wins. For 30 million, that's it. Okay, that's, in a sense, I'm going for 30 wins. I might as well go for 30 million if I stream this all. So I want to see Easy A, Boo, and LR. Now, here's the thing. They don't need to have the celebration. So Easy A's, right? Easy A's, we've had a history of it not relating to any of the celebration, right? 8-year anniversary, no relationship between the Spirit Bomb and then Easy A, Vegeta Blue, and Gogeta Blue, especially Dokkan Festival exclusive LRs, right? So do you think they will make LR Tech Super Saiyan 2 Gohan Easy A good? They should. They should. But again, really these Easy A's, right? The Super Saiyan 2 Gohans and stuff like that. The Yellow Coin LRs isn't, as generally speaking, as good as the Dokkan Fest, so we shouldn't expect a lot from Yellow Coin LR Easy A's, because it just seems like they're really holding back on it. Like, everyone thought LR Kel and Cleefland was going to be absolutely busted. They're good. They're absolutely good. They're way more usable now than they were before, but they're not busted like they were when they initially came out, right? You expect to say it's unexpected, true, but I think when it comes to that, the rules are already set, right? I've said it multiple times with like LR Beerus when he's Easy, right? He's an OG 100 LR. I was like, bump him up to 150. Nope, just 120. So I think those are already set in stone, unfortunately. I'm talking about like units and, you know, stuff like that. Not necessarily just the standard stuff that we already know. There is some level of consistency when it comes to those types of things. It'll be an upgrade to the Int Super Saiyan 2. It's a different unit than your Int Super Saiyan 2, right? Plus it's on Movie Heroes, and it's already going to be better because Movie Heroes has so much support on that team. It's an incredible team. But again, I've been saying this so many times, we don't really have technically the content, the end game content that, you know, it's like we're still summoning for units, we're still trying to get new and better and stronger units, but, you know, 150% leads can do Red Zone. Maybe not as, you know, smooth or well or as fast, but yeah, 150 leads can complete Red Zone. Look at LR Boma, right? But I'm saying LR Boma's leader skill is not the 200% leader skill. So oh, 3 o'clock p.m. I need a nap, man. Well, it's busted because of the content we have here, right? That's the reason why it's busted. You know, if it had different things involved, just example, let me actually look up her kit here. Right, so if they did something like guard like unable to guard. Like if you had an event unable to guard, then other units are going to be more valuable, right? So right now the narrative, right, if you don't die or it's hard to kill you, then you should be able to do the content. Or for example, a unit that hits hard but just has a ton of HP, right, but it doesn't hit you like crazy hard, but you need to do a ton of damage, like way more than the HP that some of these, you know, red zone characters have and stuff like that. Then you would say, okay, go bros, super top tier, because yeah, he's not like tanking everything, but he's able to do so much damage that his value is way higher, right? So you got to change the meta of the game, or at least the end game, to get higher value from certain things, which right now, again, we're kind of in the defensive 200% meta, right? Gotta guard, gotta have damage mitigation, gotta have you know, stacking ability or something of that nature, even dodge, right? It's really funny when people get angry, and sometimes I get a little bit annoyed, but it's like chance to guard, well, I guess chance to guard is a little bit different, like chance to damage reduction. And I think if they did like a chance for damage reduction, people shouldn't get mad about it, because it's the same thing as dodge. So it's just a different scenario when it comes to that. So hi Michael, hi GN21. It's 12 p.m. It's 12 p.m. here. You should really get some rest. It's 3 p.m. so it's like nap time for me, right? So can you explain the leader system? I'm barely getting into any mod junior leader. Can you explain the leader system? What do you mean finding truth? Like what do you not get the leaders system? You have a leader and you want to build the team around that leader skill. Do you think the new Goku is number 1? In terms of overall value and its team that could build, you can easily make an argument for LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku as the number 1. I think GT is still an amazing unit, and then Orange Piccolo is still kind of a cheat code for a lot of things. So those 3 are in your discussion. It just really depends on what you're. So I think the highest value of Super Saiyan 4 Goku is the amount of teams that it's on, right? And it has an incredible leader skill. So kind of with all that together, you can say that he's number 1, but I can hear counter arguments with Spirit Bomb GT and even Orange Piccolo. So Orange Piccolo doesn't do a lot of damage, right? But you know, he just he won't die, seemingly enough. Oh, the friend system. No, I can't. Friend select? No, the friend system has always been goofy. No, I can't explain the friend system. I don't know if they changed. Confirm or not confirm? Did they change that you can use a friend? So, for example, back in the day, and this is why I always do this. Like, if I use this person as 100% Piccolo, can I always continue to use this, or have they not changed that? I have been keeping up on some of these updates, right? Because this is the reason why a lot of people are like, why do you always use a friend? Or a guest. Because if I use this friend, like it says 90% here, I can't use them again for the entire day. Did they change that? Hopefully they changed that. If they change that, then the friend system basically is fixed a lot, because you can use a friend that you can say, hey friend, can you change your leader to so and so, because I want to use so and so as a leader. So no, not 3 a.m. 3 p.m. 3 p.m. I don't need it. 3 a.m. you should never need a nap. You need sleep at 3 a.m. So Limit Breakers got revived with the advent, like sort of. It would be nice to see more units like hero units back on teams. World Tournament so easy within Piccolo. It is. What's up, Lideo Clues? Long time no see. Home stream and grind is doing good. It's my birthday today. Hey, happy birthday! Happy birthday, Lee, man. Always good to see you. Always good to see the OG viewers in here. Orange Piccolo is a walking tank. Not that's been changed. It's better. What do you think about the new LR Super Boo? Don't ask me. He's a good. Well, I already broke down the unit, so. But anyway, I didn't pull him. I stopped pulling him. You know, like I could just dive in, but it's just more in the terms of me spending more than 2,000 Dragon Stones on LR. That's not currently very valuable right now, and I can buy him later on. So Boo's very good. He's a good standalone unit. He's not overly a great leader because he's 150% yellow coin, and he's not on that many. He's actually on a pretty decent amount of teams, but none that's 200% meta. He's not available on any meta team, right? Now, if the Worldwide Celebration changes that, here's the thing: I can then pick up that unit down the road. And again, I haven't had that desire to stop summoning until this unit. So I was like, I just can't summon anymore on this guy. But anyway, Super Boo is a good unit. You know, the future of Yellow Coin LR is looking solid. Until they really need to change the leader skills to either like 160, 170, just to say, hey, I can at least run a 170% team on here. So for the Worldwide Celebration, CEO, I'm hoping for the Goku Black Saga because I love Goku Black as a character. Not so much like Murzumasu, or I love Murzumasu, but corrupted Murzumasu. I really didn't like how that story actually ended up. But prior to, I love the idea, things of that nature, Zamasu, etc., etc. Yeah, I really like that arc. So I'm hoping that can happen. Worldwide Celebration, Universal Survival Saga makes also sense, but I don't think that they'll do that. Probably until the next anniversary, where they'll probably just do another, Representatives Universe 7, Universal Survival Saga type of celebration. So I'm hoping for the Goku Black arc saga, but I can also see a multitude of different things that they can do. I don't know how people can reach almost 800 million. I don't know either. Well, they're usually working as like a team, right? So someone goes to sleep, someone plays it, someone else goes, wakes up and goes, so that's how they get that. Because a person just generally, like I've seen people stream and actually, who was the OG streamer? Like way back when, I think Zalf Gamer ended up literally streaming #1, which was very impressive. But besides that, most people just like, hey, there's 2 or 3 people in the house, and they go, hey, you know what? Let's do World Tournament. It's your shift. You treat it like a job. It's your shift. It's your shift. It's your shift. So, I guess if you could just sit back, watch a movie, and just like do what I'm doing here. Like I'm enjoying more chatting with you guys than I am like playing this game. And here's the thing, Dokkan, that's a problem. I should be very interested in playing the game, having a good time, and then chat then becomes something that, hey, I'm chatting, I'm doing this, doing that. But man, Worldwide Celebration will decide the fate of Extremes for the rest of the year. Fair enough. I think LR Kid Buu could give a 200 leader skill to Super Buu. They won't, unfortunately, because we know that Dokkan Festival exclusive 170s only goes to 180. So unfortunately, oh, well, LR Kid Buu. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. I read that totally wrong. With LR Kid Buu, which is non-existent and probably will never happen, could give a leader skill to 200% Buu. Sure, if LR Kid Buu would ever be a thing. Terry, we're good, man. We're just chilling. We're hanging out. I've said this in the beginning of the stream. This stream is for my entertainment as much as, or even less than, your guys' entertainment, because I need someone to chat with or do something with. So see, that 90% is gone, right? I can't get that 90% back. That's a problem with if they want to fix the friend system, they just need to do that. Allow your friends, you can use your friend 5 times in a day, or 10 times in a day, or unlimited, or just take the limit off, right? Because it just, one, doesn't make any sense for that. So, anyway. He's the number 1 right now. Who's the number 1 right now? Oh, the 800 million person? Yes, it's who's number 2? 800 million seems crazy high. And of course, it could be a bot. It could be a bot. Only once I did try for hard for a world tournament, stayed up till 3, and I ended up top 70 overall. Never again. Yeah, exactly, Charlie. I never. The highest I think I ever got to was like top 5,000, and that was horrendous. That was awful. I think that's the highest ever. I think I did one top 5,000 one time. I've heard a Vegito in a couple years now, what they could be cooking. Yeah, for sure. Vegito, even Gogeta, right? The fusions make money. They saw the overwhelmingly success of LR Super Saiyan 4, right? You know, they crushed it. You know, #1, top grossing, etc., etc. Whereas World Tournament in Golden Week didn't hit it. So I think it's important for Bandai just to understand, and again, it's really based on end-game content as well. 8-year gacha game, people will get tired. People are already tired of this game in reality, right? It's not dead, but it's nowhere near its heights, and that's because of design. They got World Tournaments 80 tonight. It gets repetitive. It gets repetitive after the first hour. So, you wanna? Can you stay under top 20 local? Good luck to you, man. Good luck to you, Holden. I have 96 link level, 100. How many do you have? 10, Terry. I don't link level. One of the reasons why is because when I test units, I just use the private server, unfortunately. So, that just rainbows everybody, and I go, okay, you know, how's this team feel? How's this team feel? How's this team feel? And yeah, so when I actually rainbow units, it's generally because it's getting dupes from another banner. I don't rainbow units right off the bat. So in order for me to genuinely test like best teams and stuff like that at a rainbow level, you know, I got to do it on, you know, those, I don't say private server or you know, the one like Hydro uses and stuff like that, a similar version of that, that you're able to do like 100%, and it's more of a skin than I would say a private server, right? So anyway, link leveling, I don't do it. This type of grinding doesn't appeal to me. Shoutouts, yeah, but shoutouts to those who are doing it though. Number 2, 730. 70 million more. Yeah, that has to be a bot. 70 million is 70 wins more technically, right? So, are you grinding World Tournament for Awakening medals? Not really. Not really. I think it's a nice reward. After this, I can actually EZA my Piccolo. So, because I didn't get enough the first time to EZA Piccolo, but now I can EZA my Piccolo here. After this World Tournament, which is good. But like for me to have to EZA some of these units that have been introduced isn't a high priority for me, and they're not like overly OP anyway. So, but yeah, it's a good, I would say it's a good reward to have if you're grinding really hard. So I don't mind that. I just hate the gameplay of World Tournament. If Dokkan can do double Gogeta anniversary, they can do double Vegito and be, oh yeah, there's no doubt about it, Charlie. There's no doubt about it. I don't know why they don't do it. So you have 62 million. Nice. Now that's kind of the middle ground, Artem. So the question, that is a good question for you. You're kind of like not going for a super high top tier, but you're also way done and completed all the normal missions, right? So what are you going for that's prompting you to continue to do World Tournament at 62 million? To be fair, I don't like link leveling either though, but I respect the grind you always that I do. The grind that I do is the casual grind, right? I am and I say this all the time. I'm a casual content creator that happens just to do a lot of content. So it's not produced at all, right? I've never edited a video ever in my close to 3,000 videos that I've done over the past 6 years. Is just me turning on OBS, clicking start recording, and saying, hey everyone, have I here bringing a video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle, and I talk for 10 minutes or whatever it is, turn it off, upload, and try to make a thumbnail, which I'm awful at. And so if my video is 10 minutes, it probably took me 15 minutes of total time for that. So maybe let's call it double the time, right? It takes so however long it took me to record it, let's just double the time. Well, that's not the case, because if I do like a 30-minute summoning video, like add on 5 to 10 minutes more of additional effort. And so I don't really call that a grind. But people who like edit videos and make them amazing, stuff like that, that's a totally different, that's a foreign world to me. That is a foreign world to me. But hey, I appreciate the compliment. But definitely there's other streamers and other content creators that are vastly better, way more talented. I, for some reason, still have an audience. So Ningen said he wanted to place in the top 2,000. What about you? What about me? 30 million. I'm getting 30 million. So whatever that places me in the top 100,000. Trying to stay 5 in local. So okay, top 5 in local. So you can get that extra Hercule signature or whatever that is. What am I doing here? Trying to stay 1 in local, made 2 in ground, and you're at 163 just to stay 1 in local. It's not that many benefits. It's not that many benefits. If it gave you like 100 dragon stones to be number 1 in local, they should provide a lot more dragon stones for people who grind like this. Like 163 million, and you get some signatures, some orbs here, maybe a couple copies of this or that. Like if I was Dokkan, I was like, hey, you know what? Congrats, hitting number 1. Here's 100 dragon stones, man. Here's 100 dragon stones. It's a level of value there. Like people that hit top like 100, dude, give them like 1,000 dragon stones. Number 1 should just get like 1,000 dragon stones, man. It's not like 1,000 dragon stones they're going to rule the world with that, like summon all the units. You guys see my summons, 1,000 dragon stones, like, you know, it's gone. You know, like a fart in the wind, man. It's 1,000 dragon stones is nothing these days. Nothing. I don't know. You always keep the active skills dubbed, and it don't change the Japanese on global, despite the dub voices. That's okay. The dub. I got you. I do change it on Japanese on global. What are you talking about, Terry? The active skills dub and don't change it Japanese on global. I do, Terry. So I you always keep the active skills. Oh, you keep it dubbed. Okay, there you go. You actually like the dub. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, the dubs really suck, but it's, you know, global English and Japanese on JP. Okay, yeah, I read that wrong. It's like, well, you're gonna have to hate me now because I absolutely change it to dub. Your breakdown, prediction, analysis are quality stuff. Artem, I appreciate you say quality stuff. Maybe my best teams, just because I have the template for it, and I'm just doing the same thing over and over again. But you know, in terms of quality, it's not overly produced. So if you say quality when it comes to like the first take quality, yeah, I think there's a level of success for me with the first take quality. You and Dokkan World are the only two Dokkan to be like, well, I appreciate that. I wish I can be Dokkan World. I just have stuff to say. I've said this before, like way back when before Dokkan World got his like his channel taken away. I was like, I wish I could be Dokkan World. I just, you know, just do World Tournament on silent and just have like the sounds in the background. That'd be awesome. The level of skill that Dokkan World has. So here's the funny thing, right? Dokkan World and the Truth is very similar to the amount of content they give out. I think Truth probably still edges out Dokkan World by maybe a little bit. But Dokkan World's like, he just always have content, like quickly too. It's like boom, 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 boom. He just doesn't talk. So it's really the only difference between the two is, you know, Truth has his personality there, and we don't know what Dokkan World's personality actually is. So it's very interesting, very interesting. They should give better rewards, absolutely. My local is 430. What is my local? What is my local? 430. That has to be like I would say 100. There's no way. Like, my local number 1 is 100 and not even 200. Not even 200 million. 199 million, which still is a lot. Dude, look at the difference. 200 million to 80 million. 79 million. Yeah, no thank you. Where am I at? I am 28. Hey, I'll take it. World Tournament goes on, trying to stay in the top 5. 1,000 Dragonstones chump change. That's sad. It's a lot of money, actually. 1,000 Dragonstones, what? Technically, right? $500, somewhere around there. I can't bring myself to do World Tournament. It's tough, Flaming. It's tough. I just, like I said, I should be done right now. I actually normally would stop at 23 million. I'm just gonna do 30 here and call it a session. Oops, I screwed that one up. 3,000 save for the anniversary. Congrats on there. I think I currently have like 150 Dragonstones. I have to buy 3,000 Dragonstones. I got back into Dokkan because of your best team series. Really, Jaded? Oh, J, is that J0 do? J0 or J-O? Odo? J-Odo? Or is that a 0? Is that I always don't know. But anyway, J. Cool, man. I think most people like it because that one that has the most views out of all my videos. So yeah, I would say most people enjoy the best teams on global. And no, I'll never do a best teams on JP. Love your work, keep it up. Thank you, appreciate it. I wish I was in your local. If you're at 400 million, that's crazy. Bunch of tryhards, man, bunch of tryhards. I'm third local and my score's 220. Yeah, you would be way at 100. 220. My number 2 is what? 80 million. Well, here's the thing. I don't start World Tournament until late. Like, I didn't start World Tournament until Saturday. So if you started on Thursday, you probably had a bunch of tryhards starting things out. So I meant chump change turns of summons. That's true. The only gripe I have with Dokkan World is him overloading his showcase teams with supports. Again, he's trying to do like min-max, like the highest possible, right? So I'm okay with that. What do you think about the drafts in the NBA? About the drafts? Oh, you mean the trades? Chris Paul, Dylan. The Rockets is stupid. The amount of money the Rockets spent in free agency so far is stupid. Everybody's spending like stupid money. Like max contracts here, max contracts there. Russell Westbrook though. Did he not try out? He should have just tried out the free agent market for a little bit, man. $8 million? Anyway, Bradley Beal for the Suns is probably a good thing. But again, I think CP3 unfortunately will never get a ring. Of course, the Warriors can always go on a tear, and then all of a sudden, Chris Paul's going to be Karl Malone, going to be Charles Barkley, a great player, but never be able, Hall of Fame player, but never win a chip, unfortunately. It's just how it went. Allen Iverson, right? Stuff like that. So he'll go down in the history books as, you know, one of the best point guards ever. After a world tournament, gives out rewards like 5 days off the hype. I unlinked my account over a year ago, and just got Bandai to give it back. Cool, man, cool. Congrats on getting your account back. Why did you even unlink it? Why did you unlink it? That's kind of weird. All right, 3 more wins, and we call ourselves at 30 million, and we're done in a sense. We're done. NBA players are overpaid. I wouldn't say they're overpaid. They are getting paid based off of the labor agreements, and so I wouldn't say they're overpaid. Teams can overpay for players, but I don't think in like blanket statement NBA players are overpaid, right? Look at Major League Baseball players, things of that nature. They're paid because of how much money they earn and how much money they bring in, you know, through TV contracts, etc., right? So, but there are certain players that are absolutely overpaid. So, Dylan Brooks being one. How do you pay a guy for that bad? Unless you just say, hey, you know what, he does well in the regular season. We need just somebody in regular season, and then we'll just bench him during the playoffs. What type of money should be reserved for MVP? That type of money, yeah. For MVP, here's the thing: there's not that many, right? There's not many on the free agency, so I guess if they got to spend the money, they got to spend the money. So, I had no intentions of going hard in the World Tournament, but are you going hard in the World Tournament? Because I definitely have no intentions, and I'm definitely not on there. CP3 will never get a ring. Yeah, unfortunately, that's unfortunate. That's sad. You know, they had a chance. You know, they had a chance with Kevin Durant and the crew there. But Jokic, dude, Jokic is going to go down in history, man. He's Larry Bird, Tim Duncan in one, guys. If Jokic just stays humble, and it seems like he's a humble guy, he's just going to stick with business. And if Murray says, you know what, I'm going to do that as well. I'm not going to let outside sources, you know, mess me up, and I'm just going to play crazy solid basketball. I'm not worried about the money. I'll take whatever pay cut or whatever it is. That could be the next dynasty. It's going to be one of the most boring dynasties, but for sure it can be a dynasty. Dude, the guy's triple double is effortless. It's insane. I wouldn't say as impressive what Ohtani is doing in Major League Baseball. That's ridiculous. But he's not on a winning team, though. And Jokic just won a ring. Teams overpay for players, not for players being overpaid. Brooks plays good defense typically. Maybe not in the playoffs. Maybe not in the playoffs. Is being top 10 worth... well, you don't have much time to try hard, Isaac, so if you want to play a little bit more, but there are some benefits of getting to the top 10, right? You get a couple extra signatures and stuff like that, so it depends on what you need. The only chance I really had, in my opinion, was that year on the Rockets. The only chance he had was on the Rockets. Yeah, that was a good chance as well, but I don't know. Seemingly he's just in a weird situation at all times, right? Like when he has the best chance, he does get hurt. So, and it's a shame, right? It's, you know, injury prone. Brooks is a good player, but I can't. He didn't. So it's surprising how he acted. You know, calling out LeBron, calling out the Lakers, calling out all this. There was a great tweet that I first read it. I was like, no, that's not true. And then it wasn't true. It was breaking news. Dylan Brooks has agreed to join the Lakers, but then the Lakers is not agreeing to it. And I was like, oh, okay, this is a joke. I don't know what team would want that on their team. I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, Brooks got $80 million to play defense. You can't get comparable defender. for veterans minimum. Yeah, you can get. Yes, you're right. You can get. Best duo. I actually don't. I don't see Jokic and Murray as a duo. I see two alphas. And Murray will be it. So here's the thing about Murray. Murray can be an alpha player. He can be its own superstar team and things of that nature. But if he becomes a Scottie Pippen of Jokic, right, they will be a dynasty for a very long time. So it depends on what he wants. If he wants to be the number one person on another team, he can do that. I honestly think he can be the alpha. Especially what he did in the playoffs, especially, you know. But again, also the question is Jamal better because of Jokic, or can he do himself? I think he can, right? Like I just said, I think he can. But we actually don't know how good Murray is without Jokic, right? So that we know how good Jokic is without Murray, right? We know that. Well, I'm guessing Omar is saying that it's the current best duo, right? Kobe, Shaq, yeah, one of the best duos of all time, etc., for sure, of all times. But like currently today, I think it's two alphas, and Murray is an alpha that of course he just came back, right? He was gone, but now he's going to be courted, and really depends on what Murray wants. That's a tough call. If you were Murray, what would you want? Would you want to win 5 championships as the Robin to Jokic's Batman? Or you might win one more championship as the man, as maybe one more championship, right? What would you guys want? They aren't a duo. They are great together. Yeah, when you have two amazing, it's like an all-star team. Like when you have two great players on the same team, yeah, you are gonna be good for sure. Suns have the same problem with or without Beal. No depth, no defense. Well, Beal provides a little bit more. Not to mention how deep, you know, the roster is. Yeah, for sure. If I'm Murray, I'm staying at least for another ring. Okay. For at least one more ring. That's, yeah. If you get one more, you're like, okay, then we're gonna go for a three-peat. If the Nuggets are healthy, they repeat. If the Nuggets are healthy, they repeat. Oops. All right, I try to get through all those, all those in all that chat. I flew through it, but you can basically see that with the contracts that are out right now, they're soft contracts, you know. Teams just have so much money right now, and they're trying to find the next generation superstars. Or they're also just trying to find, okay, how can we compete, right, against the Nuggets? The Nuggets just casually, they're currently like the Spurs of the 90s, 2000s, or the 2000s, right? He's Tim Duncan, Larry Bird. That's what Jokic is. And for some reason, I don't see people making that comparison. It's like, how do you not make that comparison, right? He's freaking, he passes like Bird. He shoots like freaking Bird. He has that weird, like, you know, takes the arm, the ball back and just like tosses it up. It just goes in. Yeah, he doesn't really have the stroke like Bird does, but you know, it's very similar to that. And then he has like seemingly like the personality of a Tim Duncan and a lot of the fundamentals like Duncan, right? So yeah, I'm done after 30 million for sure. Boston's a mess, guys. I hate to say it. They had their best chance against the Warriors, and they blew it. They're a mess. I don't think Missoula will take you to a championship. They'll take you back to the playoffs. But he's not the coach to win a championship. And coaches matter, man. Coaches matter. What do you consider a deep team? Because Nuggets were playing 8 guys in the playoffs. I don't know if you call that deep. Well, I would say a deep team would have a good enough rotation, right? A deep team is you're not taking much of a step down. You're gonna always get a step down from starting lineup, but not as much of a step down as you would if you were playing your starting lineup. So that's really so if you only needed 8 players to do that, right? Then you're still deep, because or you have players that's going to play all minutes, right? If you have a player, cause you talk about like maybe like the back in the day, the Bulls, or really players back in the day, right? That would play all 48 minutes, right? Then you really don't need that deep of a team if you're going to be playing all 48 minutes, right? And you can easily say that Jokic can just say, you know what, I'm just going to play 48 minutes. Right? Maybe 45 minutes. I'll take a little bit of a break. Right? I'll take halftime, whatever it is. So it really depends, right? Are the pieces from your starting lineup, are they not a step down from what you have? Like, you look at the Warriors, that's tough to replace. Like, Steph just doesn't have the legs and that he used to have, and he can't play 48 minutes. I guess he could like a couple games, but like a LeBron and like a LeBron or those types of players there. It just really depends, right? It really depends. 500 Dragonstones is enough to get you something. 5 Dragonstones is enough to get you something. Y3 LVL or VL. Is that Y3 Y level? Is that Y level? Anyway, Yevel, there it is. Yevel, there's 10 Dragonstones is good enough. I think Curry and Paul will be great. I think so too. To the sense of, though, Terry, back to my point, you have an old team, so you have to be deep. So unfortunately, that goes back to my point, is when you have older players, you have to be much deeper. When you have younger players, you don't have to be as deep, and still be a deep team. Hopefully that makes sense. But you basically same thing would happen with AD and LeBron. And AD is just weird that way, right? He doesn't give you 4 consecutive, consistent, dominant games. Weird. No problem, Yevel. Good luck to you on 500 Dragonstones. Me being a Mavs fan, dude, I don't know why you guys picked up and gave up so much for Kyrie, Jay Bird. That was more Cuban going for ticket sales than it was for you guys to get a ring. And Cuban should know better than that, unless he knows that, you know what, we're in the age of we're in the age of Jokic, and you know what, I'm just trying to get ticket sales. Maybe that's what he's thinking. Yeah. Well, Porzingis is another shooter, right? And the Stars couldn't freaking make a bucket, right? So, but Boston's kind of a mess. I just think defense wins championships, or at least enough defense wins championships, and Boston isn't getting coached that way. Does that make sense? Hey, it's me, Soup. What's going down? I gave in and summoned on Super Boo. At least I got both, and Janema, congrats, man. Congrats. Here's the thing. You're not going to use Super Boo that often, so. Getting rid of Smart. Boston getting rid of Smart is going to have a huge impact. Yeah, I agree. I think Smart was more of a leader than the front office might have thought. The mascot boring Ziggins didn't help at all. Rusty him a cost. AD does load management. Takes one. It's not even just load management. It's just weird. It's just he's just inconsistent. He's like Dokkan. AD is like Dokkan. So if AD had Giannis's mentality, Lakers would look different. If AD had Giannis's mentality, he would have a lot more rings. So except for just a bubble ring, which so many people discount. I understand, but it's a ring is still a ring. Just first 3 discounts. Yeah, the discounts are always worth it, man. So the discounts are always worth it. So congrats if you got the units on the discounts for sure. You have 23 stones now. Yeah, well, you gotta grind up the anniversary. You're not gonna be able to summon right off the bat, so just kind of wait around, get the 1,000 dragon stones you'll get from the anniversary, and do all the missions and stuff like that. So Cuban wanted to keep that protected draft pick in my, you know, I don't know. I think that was just a bad move by Cuban. Because what did you guys give up? You guys gave up some amazing defensive players, right? I always forget what you guys gave up. AD is more skilled than Giannis, but mentally he's not there. Yeah, it's AD is more skilled than Giannis just because AD has more time, right? I think Giannis has a higher ceiling than AD does. Luka just needs to leave the Mavs. Unfortunately, they're gonna keep him around. Cuban's just gonna give him all the money. So why would you leave, right? Unless, yes, you're going to get all the money and maybe go on a winning team. But Dirk did get his ring. Dirk had to get the hardest ring of all time. I don't say all time, though. But it was a hard one, right? The not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, right? That team was supposed to dominate. Supposed to. AD's injured prone. Oh, all big men are. Trying to carry that freaking weight around. I got booed from the tickets and quit. Oh, that's huge. I don't get crap from tickets. I think out of all the tickets I've purchased over the years, more than less, I never really get anything from that. So Durkin went hell and back for that ring. Can't disagree with you that much on it, but I don't say the all time. It's one of the hardest rings, one of the hardest rings of all time. I wouldn't say the hardest rings. That's hard to say. It's either 3-1 Cavs or Dirk's ring. All right, last one, guys. Last one. So get your NBA comments in if you like. I didn't know it was going to be an NBA chat, but hey, you know, I can talk about anything. So, or anything I guess I know. I just hope the Worldwide Celebration has LR Goku Black, or at least EZA's LR Goku Black, right? Or LR Rose, that is. The Nets will go All-Star soon. Wish Dame went to the Nets, because did Dame go somewhere? I know they're thinking about, they made an announcement that they're trading him. Did they make, I haven't looked at the news recently, so did Dame get traded already? Should be on Twitter more, but you know, you can't, you have limitations on Twitter now, right? So Diablo's treating me great. I still enjoy the game. I'm getting to that point where my character's level 84, going to be at late 85, and it's kind of boring because I can pretty much defeat kind of where the content is giving me, so I have to kind of start pushing to make it a little bit harder on myself to feel like, oh, okay, hey, it's still difficult. Nets get rid of Ben Simmons. Dame's getting traded yet? Yeah, made the trade request. Yeah. Dame's one of those individuals, like, he's always been in Portland. Like, what can he actually do? I'm very interested in what Dame can actually do. Maybe in a, you know, it'd be interesting. Like, what would the Spurs have to give up to get Dame? Besides, you know, the #1 pick that they just got right now. When I can't even say his name. When Amandu, whatever his name is. Like, imagine him, the young new chosen one, and then the hungriest Dame that you can have on the Spurs with that legacy, right? Popovich. That would be interesting. But I don't think the Spurs can pick him up, right? Dame wants to go to Miami. I think that's not a good spot for him. You already have an alpha there, guys. Dame should not go to a place that has already another alpha. Dame should go somewhere that has amazing players, but not an alpha. For example, like the Bucks. Giannis isn't an alpha. He's an amazing player. He's an MVP player, but he's not an alpha. Hopes for Worldwide for me is Goku Black Celebration. Or Goku Black Saga Celebration. People call it Future Saga. I get all that mixed up. Is the Spurs in discussion? I was just thinking that. I didn't think like they had the resources to pick up Dame. Is the Spurs somewhere? So people are saying the Heat because he wants to go there. That's a bad decision on his end. That's not the right decision for Dame. 2.3k stones. Don't get shafted. Don't say that. Don't say that, Terry. Don't say it. The Dokkan gods are listening. Unless you're trying to do reverse psychology to them. Blue Fusions is generally like part 2, part 3 of the anniversary. Spurs have a ton of picks in few established pages. They have a ton of picks from what? Like the next couple years? And what established players? The Spurs don't have anybody. Wasn't the Spurs like one of the worst teams, right? The perfect Dame. Oh, they are talking about this, dude. It's really, to be honest with you guys, I had no inclination that people were talking about the Spurs and Dame. That was just out of my butt. Hey, you know what? NBA GMs, I think I got some insights, man. You should bring me on as consultant. Pay me what you guys want. That'd just be cool to have that. I didn't even know. I literally just Googled it right now, and people are just talking about perfect fit for Damian Lillard is Spurs. Okay, perfect. I'm as good as Enzo Flojo from Clutch Points. There's a report that he liked that he if he actually has a decision in this, right, and he wants to push something, he best push for the Spurs. He is like a Lamborghini, right? It's like, oh, that looks good, but it is unreliable. If you want a ring, Dame. Hey, is that Kylie 3XYZ? Is that Kylie 3? Thank you for the host. I'm gonna be like leaving soon, but thank you for the host. the Heat's like a Lamborghini, right? It looks sexy, looks incredible, just highly unreliable. It can get you to the finals, or you cannot make the playoffs. Remember, they're an 8 seed, guys. They could have not have been at the finals. So the Spurs, though, that's a freaking Toyota, man. That's a Toyota Camry. That's a Toyota Camry. I guess it's with upgrades, since you have dude, I can't say the freaking kid's name, man. It's bothering me. Wembayama. That's an upgrade, right? Wemby. There we go, Wemby. So, yeah. If he goes to Spurs, I think Spurs become the worst team or bottom of the barrel to at least a playoff team, which that's what their goal should be. And if Dame says, I'm going to commit 4 years, I think within the 4 years, I think one of the only teams, at least one of the only coaches that can then out-coach or figure out a way to beat the Nuggets over a 7-game series, it would be a Popovich. But Popovich is kind of old now, so I don't know. I don't know if time has passed him, right? So Spoelstra would be like, I give Spoelstra a lot of props. He's a amazing coach as well, so I shouldn't discount Spoelstra, right? He has rings as well, so. But I don't think Dame would fit because you already have an alpha there. And I think Dame is an alpha and can be treated as much in San Antonio. So. Okay, Kylie 3XZY, thank you for the host again. And it's like 1 a.m. Yeah, it's like 3:52 p.m. where I'm at. So, but thank you for the host. You have a good night. Dame is a better shot maker than Butler, for sure. I'm nowhere doubting that. But I'm talking about egos, right? I'm talking about egos. Butler does best when he's the alpha, as you can see. Miami's was lacking firepower versus the Nuggets in the finals. Well, it's just everybody is lacking firepower against the Nuggets in the finals. Or in any game. Celtics wouldn't have done a better job. Alright, I think that's everything. Alright, so let's finish off with this. I am going to do 3 singles on a banner set I wasn't going to summon on anymore. If I'm doing singles, I'm not doing... I already spent too many Dragonstones on this. And let's see if the stream luck actually ends up, so 3 singles, 15 Dragonstones, guys. 15 Dragonstones. So, here we go. I have nothing else to summon on, so. Ooh, look at that Whis teasing. Actually, let me turn off this music and let me switch it up here. So. Got 3 of these. That Whis coming out like that. I should make an NBA podcast. No one will listen to me, Omar. No one will listen to me. I think I talk better MMA than NBA. Actually, I talk NFL better than NBA. Oh, nothing. I just have opinions, Omar, I guess. I'm not an expert or really anything, but I can be very opinionated. But I like to take on information as well. So Miami's starting point guard in the playoffs is going to Lakers. Doesn't matter. It's still, even though they're missing certain pieces, it doesn't matter. Point guard, isn't Dame. All right, there we go. Whole lot of nothing. More wasted Dragonstones on that freaking stinking banner. It makes me want to do a freaking multi, but I'm not gonna do it. Like, I'm holding back everything I can. So I don't freaking summon on that stinking banner. It frustrates me. It's like, okay, let me just dive in and just like purchase $500 of Dragon Stones and just. And anyway, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. So I'm all Chicago fan. So I have nothing to talk about. Oops, I have nothing to talk about except for other teams at this point in time. So I don't play breakers, unfortunately.
Dragonball, all right. Let's get this started.
So I'm a Bulls fan. I am which the Bulls haven't done crap in the draft or in free agency. I don't know. Do I want to give up Levine for other assets? Probably at this point in time. And the Bears, hey, you know what? We don't have to freaking play against Aaron Rodgers anymore. Happy about that. You're a Packers fan. Well, good luck to you this year. Good luck to you. How do you feel about, transition? Love, love, kiss, kiss. Hey, love, love, kiss, kiss. Back at you. Back at you. That does for the stream, guys. Went to 30 wins. I'm not playing World Tournament anymore. I am done with the World Tournament. Hopefully you guys had a fun time here. We talk a little bit about NBA. We talk about the future of Dokkan. Talk about the issues with Dokkan, the normal stuff, right? Usually I get derailed into a different discussion than Dokkan. This time it was the NBA. It could be MMA, it could be NFL, it could be, movies, anime, whatever it is. But hey, I enjoy a bunch of that stuff. You can kind of get a better idea of the type of person I am in the Havo Nation channel, secondary channel, which I haven't posted in like a year, but has a bunch of like movie reviews and stuff like that, and UFC fights and boxing stuff. And anyway, definitely go check that out if you like to. And I want Rodgers to win a ring and give the middle finger. He went to the Jets, Jay Bird. He went to the Jets. He's not winning a ring. So sorry to tell the Jets that, but that's not going to happen. But anyway, let me get out of here before I get in trouble and piss other teams off. But I hope the Bears have at least a playoff run in them. I am a huge Justin Fields fan, and I hope they help them out there. The Bulls, do something in free agency. Do something in free agency. Good luck to Dame. That's going to be very interesting where they fall out. I'm going to read a bunch of articles now on Dame in the Spurs, because literally that's the first team that came to my mind. I was like, if Dame goes somewhere, that should be a great team. And I hope he doesn't choose the Miami Heat or they push for Miami. And Worldwide Download Celebration, I hope it's going to be Goku Black Saga. And I think that's pretty much all I covered. So anyway, I got to get out of here. Wish you guys all the best. Have a great rest of your weekend, and we'll catch you next time. And keep on Dokkan-ing. Later.